Log on to hear us speaking the facts on current events, family, and finances.
So be sure to log on each week on Wednesday at 7 p.m. to catch Speaking the Facts with Charlie and JR.
Tune in.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, y'all? We are back. Well, we was having
We was talking. We trying to
the
figure this out.
pre-production, the conversations
What
up
we
to the
doing?
last second. What are we doing today? What's my name?
Exactly. When somebody cancel, be like, "What are we doing?"
That's right.
We got this.
So now that we have gotten all that out of the way, this is Speaking the Facts with Charlie and JR, and of course I am JR, and this is my lovely daughter and co-host Charlie sitting next to me.
Hey,
What's
Dad.
up, baby?
Yay.
So let me get the housekeeping out of the way. First of all, Speaking the Facts with Charlie and JR is brought to you by. You might want to stand up and let me see the sweatshirt.
I'm repping the brand.
By
repping the
Kiss
brand.
Wealth Now.
Repping the brand.
You know what I'm saying? Taking
Yes.
care of all of your residential and commercial real estate needs.
right.
You
That's
know,
right.
I bought a house through Kiss Wealth. Now I'm refinancing through Kiss Wealth now.
That's right.
So I'm
Write
keeping
down.
them busy.
That's
And y'all
right.
need to be doing the same.
That's right.
You know.
Great promo. Great promo.
Right. So we have most of the usual suspects in the house.
Yeah,
we got Gabe over there on the knobs and faders. What's up, Gabe?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
You know, and we got we have of course our alter egos, the fly guy and the fly girls in the house. You know, of
Yes.
course I'm don't call it a comeback because I've been fly. That's right. That's right. And I got the fly money over
Fly
here.
money over here. That's right. Kiss
You know,
Wealth Now.
And we got the the second fly girl, the third of the team in the back there, our producer, Kim, a.k.a. This Shit's Fly. What's
This
up,
shit's
Kim?
Fly. That's right. That's right. That's
Oh,
right.
she back there dancing, y'all.
Exactly.
So we were going to have a guest, but we don't have one.
Yeah.
So
Well, the Casper might be here.
that's
you know.
right. That's right. And I'm not going to scream and run, so he can sit right on down. You know.
Right.
But so we're gonna keep it going anyway. Let me start because you went to Hawaii over Thanksgiving.
I did.
And left me here.
I left many folks here to fend for themselves, and Hawaii was awesome. It was beautiful. It was relaxing. Probably my daredevil thing that I did that everybody said, "Are you crazy?" was I rode in the helicopter with the doors off. You know, who needs doors when you're flying above
That's right.
the ocean, right? That's not a requirement.
Who needs
is
doors when you're falling out of a helicopter?
Like, who needs that? You know, I had
Just get in the
I had a
way.
seatbelt. You know, that's all I needed. But it was gorgeous. We flew over where they filmed King Kong, Godzilla, where they filmed Jumanji. We had a day at the beach. We had a day at the pool. We went hiking. What else did we do? Geez, massages. Went and saw Gladiator 2. If y'all haven't seen Gladiator 2, you definitely got to go see it.
Uh-oh.
I know I'm missing something that we done, but it was 5
5 days of 5 days of
5 days of fun.
and she did this husbandless.
Yes. And so and it was great. So what I made sure to do is we did Thanksgiving early. We did Thanksgiving on the 23rd.
Yes, we did.
So I made sure that everybody ate well.
Yes.
You know,
Yes,
that
I
way
did.
when I got on the plane, I wouldn't feel bad and think, boy, I was like deuces and said, y'all fend for yourselves. I at least got the Thanksgiving out the way ahead of time.
So Gabe, that's what that was. I'm leaving you, so I'm gonna feed you, so I won't feel bad when I leave you.
And my kids, they called me on Thanksgiving Day, and it's like, Mama, you can't do this again. I'm like, I know, y'all. I'm sorry.
But I'm not really sorry. But I'm.
I know, right? My baby is like, the dishes were not the same,
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I'm the best cook, but I know that I'm a good cook.
You can get down. You can
And
get
so,
down.
both the kids was like, Mama, you can't do that no more.
We have to. Gabe, what's some of your favorite foods, man? We have to see if we can't get Charlie to whip something up and bring it in here.
Man, I mean, I'm a mac and cheese fiend.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I made
we talking
I
about
made a
Thanksgiving
big
food.
pan of macaroni and cheese,
Yeah.
and when
And
I
it
tell you
was
that it was gone.
gone.
They killed the whole pan.
Okay, I'm a
I
tough
made
critic,
2
though.
pans of dressing that they killed it. It
They
was
even ate the vegetarian dressing.
yeah, yeah.
Man.
They even I made up one vegetarian for him, and they went and they killed that one too. Like and so yeah, it was good. I was actually like, wow, this was. I mean, as a cook,
Yeah.
I'm not a chef. As a cook, it made me feel. It makes you feel good when people come in and they eat your food. But when they eat all the food, like we had no leftovers, none.
And it makes
They
you feel really
ate
good when you don't have to
everything.
store nothing in the refrigerator because ain't
like-
nothing left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't have to. I saw this TikTok thing where they said how black people do with leftovers. The day after Thanksgiving, he went to like December 4th. I'm like, now who's eating leftovers on December 4th? He was
Lot
like,
of
hey,
people do
babe, I don't. That's
you freeze
too
it-
far out for me.
If you freeze it,
You freeze
it stops the clock.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you freeze it.
Because he opened the refrigerator. Like, hey, no, he was getting out the refrigerator.
Oh,
he had the
no.
foil tins with the foil tin. Hey, babe, you want some of this dress? I'm about to take the last of it for work. I'm like, you don't stop eating.
No, you can't do that. That's,
That's funny though. I was talking to kids at the school I was teaching at today, and this one girl she was actually mad. She was like, "These people come over my house. One lady, she took 5 plates and came back and got 4 more, and then she got 2 more. Now I opened up the last one. What you got in there? I didn't care."
Look. Well,
Hey, and you know what she had, Gabe? Mac and cheese.
all on the plate. Well, I would tell you that everybody has somebody in their family that will come in, make plates, and you think they're about to sit down and eat, but they cover them up and take them to their car, and then they come back in and make a plate. I think everybody has that person in their family.
100%.
Yeah. Like
I got people in my
10?
family that bring Tupperware.
10 is a lot. Yeah.
I got the family members that bring a whole Tupperware to Thanksgiving.
Yep.
They be ready.
Like
They bring their own takeout stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, now I've never gone to somebody's house and be like, okay, let me go make a plate and, no, I've never done that. But probably because in my mind, I'm like, shoot, if I want it, I'll go home and make it,
Yeah. So Hawaii was fantastic.
Hawaii was fantastic. It was spring every day there. I almost felt like I was in Asia, and no shade to any Asian people, but a lot of Japanese people come. So So of course you have the people from the island, but it's just like wow, you really it's different going from Texas to Hawaii. It was just it's just completely different.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Hawaii is most of the islands are actually very friendly.
Everybody was great. Like even I felt because Hawaii is so expensive, and so most people in Hawaii work 2 and 3 jobs just to make it. And so I went to get a tea, and for some reason it was early in the morning, and their card reader wasn't working. The guy behind me who worked at the hotel, he goes, "Oh, I'll get your coffee." I'm like, "You don't have to get my coffee. This coffee is," and that wasn't even coffee; it was tea. But I was like, "It's $9. I can pay my own $9." I didn't want him to. He's like, "Oh no, I got it," and I was like, "Oh, that was so nice."
$9 for tea.
$9.
$9. Good Lord.
Hawaii.
Can I just get a couple drops?
Hawaii is very it's very expensive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. He was like, just F the cup, just put it in my
Yeah,
hand.
just put it in my hand.
Right, yeah. Well, because one restaurant we went to, the cheeseburger was $32. $32. So
Did you notice the hush fell over the room?
Yeah, you had to drop some silence on that one. That was great.
Yep.
I know, right? So, things are just expensive. But one thing that I learned on the helicopter ride is that Hawaii doesn't have very much agriculture. So everything is imported in.
Everything.
So, it's like for them, it's like a ripoff. You think about it, their prices are just crazy high to live. And then, your everything is high, just your food, your everything. I mean, it's just nuts. It's like, you live there and you can't afford to live there.
You live there.
Yeah, you can't afford to live there. So it's crazy, but beautiful place, and definitely, stitched in here, there's, seeing the sunset in the helicopter, certain things cameras just don't do justice for, definitely have some good memories. So it was well.
And before you before you left, we went to the we went to the Margarita Ball.
Yes.
That was my
Yeah.
first time attending. Gabe, have you attended a Margarita Ball?
I have not.
Oh, so Kim, have you? Oh, yes.
Yeah,
of course
I
you have.
drug her last year, and so she lived through it. I don't know that she'll go again, but she made. Yeah, she was like, it's so this year they said, which I don't know the actual people who put it on, but a friend of mine knows people who put it on, and they said this year's was the largest that they've had ever. And
yeah, it had to be. It had to be. I mean, it was at the Sheraton. They had 3 whole floors at the Sheraton, and they had the live band downstairs. Then they have some different kind of DJ music up on the second floor, and then different kind of music on the third floor. But I mean, it was a live band on 2 floors. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just didn't make it all the way to the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was crowded.
But I'm talking about freight elevators that are so large you could drive a car in. And
Filled with people.
and they're filled with people.
Wow.
Waiting. I'm talking about just
to go from one floor to the
other.
next. I mean,
Escalators. I mean, just crowd. I mean, it was crowded.
Oh, that's too much.
So but everybody puts on their best clothes. It's definitely all your A-listers are there. The tickets. You just get them via invitation only.
Yeah.
And so people are asking for tickets and wanting tickets. So they don't, not other people who want to go can even go.
Yeah, and it was my, like I said, it was my first one, so it was an experience. I mean, what I liked about it really was just seeing that many people get together, and there was no violence, there was no arguing. There was a lot of drunk people on the floor, though, boy. I mean, they were just.
I think they look forward to it. It's like, what? It's once a year, and they get a room at
They
the
get a
Sheraton.
room,
They get a room,
yeah.
and they go for what they know. I've never wanted to stay. Some of my friends, they stay every year, but and maybe next year I'll stay. I don't know, but
Yeah, but there was one. Remember the one lady? I think it was on the second floor we were on. The one lady, she fell so many times they just left her down.
yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. Yeah. You see it all. You see it all. But their margaritas, you have to admit.
Oh yeah, no, their margaritas. They
They were
That'd be
strong.
good.
they was
Call
showing
them
up
margarita
margaritas.
ball.
Yeah, and so because Mama,
I was gonna say,
bless her heart.
I was gonna say, she was a bit toasty before I left.
Yeah, she was toasty. We was right behind you. About 15, 20 minutes later, we was like, all right, time to go.
Her mom was like, these margaritas got some kick.
That's pretty. And she was like, I'm drunk. yeah.
And they were like, yes, you are.
Yeah, that I had not seen. That was her first time. Yeah, she was tore up. And me, I drank one, and then I feel like I drank. I only got one. That's what it was. So the first time I only got one. You and her both got 2.
Yeah, we got 2.
Yeah,
She was.
so look at I'm the child. I'm the responsible one. I got 1 margarita. My parents both got 2 margaritas apiece. Then when I went to go get another one, I took a sip of, and I was like, "Ooh, this is kind of strong." So then when Izelle came up to me, I said, "Here, you can have the rest of mine." So I really only had I'll say one and a sip. But
Valerie had a third one, right?
Yeah, she had a third one.
Yeah,
Lorraine was drunk. It hit her when we got to the house. Y'all, margarita ball, margaritas be strong.
So yeah, they were definitely for sure real margaritas.
And now I will say this, the first time I went, I was probably like you were in that because it's so many people. It's more of like an absorbatory, right? You're like, oh my God, these are all these people, and for you, because you are single. We said we're going to talk about that.
Yes.
For you, be in that room thinking, okay, well, maybe I could meet somebody. I think it'd be very hard to meet somebody in that.
It
room.
would be hard to meet somebody in that environment. It would be.
It would be. There's so many people coming and going.
Yeah, no, I mean, you couldn't even. I saw several people trying to have conversations, but
Yeah.
I mean, and it was so crowded that literally I was standing next to her, and I turned around and did this and turned around and couldn't find her.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then somebody said, not you lost the daddy. I'm like, yeah, I lost the daddy. Let me go back and see if I can find him. And literally, when I went back to try to find him, you know how long a whole the Sheraton, how big it is. Like the whole floor is the party. So I'm walking back across the floor, and he's just standing in the middle room like
Hey,
this.
I just stopped where I lost her. That's rule number one when you get lost, right?
Yeah.
You stay where you
Stay
are.
where
You
you
know.
at.
Right, yeah. So he stood there and waited for his daughter to come find him. I'm like, hey, Dad. He's like, oh, there you are.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on to me.
Hey, let me put this rope around your neck.
I need a leash to hold on to
That's But it was but I just like I like seeing that many people dressed up, you know, kicking it, having fun, and wasn't no violence, wasn't no arguing, wasn't no, you know. So I really like that. I like that when at your birthday party, just seeing all the people dressed up in the, you know,
nice.
in the African theme, and you know, it was
Yes,
everybody,
we
which
had
was
fun.
which was the last time I got to go out with Nora was
Yes.
at your birthday party actually.
Exactly. And Gabe, I don't know if you know this or were you here the last time? So you never, so you know that Nora passed. So Dad's fiance passed away a couple weeks ago, and so he's been soloing this thing and grieving and getting over it.
Yeah.
And so we got you out the house again Sunday.
Yes, you
and
did.
you thought you were going to the Hotel Motel Holiday Inn. So I have to give y'all a visual audience. So it's called the R Lounge. Have you heard of it, Gabe?
I haven't.
It's in Arlington. It's
in Arlington.
It's on the 360.
No, it's R.
R. It's the letter
Lounge.
R Lounge.
And it's at the One Night Star Motel because I don't think that's a hotel.
No, it's not a hotel.
It's not a hotel. It's a motel. And so it's at the One Night Star. So yeah. It's one of those places where from the outside you're like, where in the hell am I pulling up at? But then when you get on the inside, you're like, oh, okay, you know. It's so aesthetically, you feel like you're going to an old-fashioned kickback, like back in the day when your mama told you can't have your friends over here, and y'all put your change together and y'all get a room. You know, it was that type. That's what you think you were going because Dad's like, she got me coming to a.
She got me
motel?
coming to, you know, what kind of birthday party is this? You know.
But
But actually, it sits at the corner of 360 and Avenue J.
Oh, okay.
There's a Wendy's there, and then there's that kind of bluish motel that sits next to
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I know what
So
you're talking about.
Yeah.
so for the audience, if y'all want to try a different spot, so Thursdays they have entertainment. I know Thursdays they said Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but Thursdays they offered Dad a gig
Yeah,
to
they did.
come because Dad is an awesome singer, and they asked him to come and host their karaoke, right? Or
Yeah.
so did you start working on your?
I haven't. I need to powwow with you and Kim and you know, get some. You know,
Maybe get
some-
Gabe to come up there at night, come support on a Thursday
yeah.
night. What you doing on Thursday?
I'll probably be here. More than likely.
But when you leave,
But yeah, when I leave, that's
Yeah.
right up the street. So
yes. So, but that I think for you, Dad, especially getting back outside. That's what the young people say. We outside, we outside. So for you, cause he outside.
Outside.
So
Be like Donkey and Shrek sitting outside.
So now that he's ready to go back outside, I think it's good for you to go outside and do things that you love.
Yeah, and I have to admit, she's been attached at the hip ever since Nora passed away. She's been attached at the hip. She's been making sure her and Kim both. They've taken. I gotta. My daughter's here. They took good care of me. I gotta say that. Getting back. Yeah. Getting. In fact, what's the Skype number, Gabe? Maybe I can get somebody to call in.
it's give me 1 second to pull it up. I believe
Because-
it's 214-717.
214-7.
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head.
214-717. Yeah,
It
so
might
we-
beat me to it.
We got two people working on it, y'all. So we gonna come up with a Skype number. in a
Challenge
minute.
accepted.
But
I was like, Kim, challenge accepted. She beat me to
So-
it.
Yeah, 717-4678, 214-717-4678.
yeah, and
It's the dating show. If you have questions for our bachelor here,
yeah, and I guess I don't know if there's somebody out there watching that just maybe getting back into the game at at an advanced age. You know,
Oh, is it? Are you advanced?
I'm advanced.
Oh, okay.
You know,
That's what we call it now.
Oh, no,
that's what we calling it today.
At his advanced age, but a person who would maybe be that you would maybe be interested in would be someone who is young at heart, not necessarily young, because
Right.
I think your daughters would have an issue if you showed up with like a 25-year-old. Like,
That's
I mean, you can do what you want to do,
Right, but I mean-
I think that your daughter. Look at Gabe. Gabe.
I was trying to picture that in my head. I was like, that sounds exhausting for him. I don't even.
walk in. This is my little new lady. Copper.
So. So
No, Kim, this daughter would be disturbed. That daughter wouldn't have it.
yeah, I would be like, what is going on?
Kim would be like, "Excuse me, can I talk to you a minute?"
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
she would never come back.
Like, where's your daddy at? Let me call him. Does he know that you're here with this man? So,
That's right. Where your daddy at?
I know, yeah. That's what he gonna do.
Just say, you ever see how you like it?
I even feel like a 30-year-old would be a lot. Just because I know that age group very well. That's my group. But a 30-year-old today, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've met a couple of people in their 40s, early 50s that I like their spirit and stuff. But even at that age, I have to be careful because I don't know. I would feel funny taking someone significantly younger than my daughter over to my daughter's house, and especially if I was thinking about really being serious with this person. Yeah, this is your 12-year-old mother.
Right. I'd be like, hey, sis.
Yeah.
You don't. I don't know. I'm saying, yeah. So.
But yeah, I mean, if anybody out, anybody checking us out is getting back into the dating game. Gabe, since we were talking, give me some of your perspective on the dating game today.
I'm not in it, so I don't. It's hard for me to give a
He's
perspective.
like, I'm not outside.
Yeah, I got one, so I'm chilling.
He's
But
like, it's all good.
Well, what about the road to getting one?
honestly, my road has just been peaceful. I haven't had no issues, nothing crazy, no crazy experiences. Just, I think it's because I was intentional about what I wanted out of a relationship at this point. So it just wasn't it was either I was going to accept what I was getting or not.
Right.
So,
That's fair.
And
it worked out.
How long did it take?
He's
for
been dating
you?
since he was 9, I think. That's what he's saying. No.
How long did it take for you to?
He's describing a long relationship.
Yeah, but I mean, there was a stage where you wouldn't accept what was coming, what you were being presented with, right?
Yeah.
How long did that period last?
I mean, I was only seriously dating for like probably a year and a half.
Yeah.
And then prior to that, I was in another relationship. So
He's a relationshipper.
I am. I definitely am. I prefer that.
Right.
Well,
It's peaceful that way.
I do too. I definitely prefer it. It's like you said, it's peaceful that way. You ain't. I can just relax and be myself. So I'm gonna take a wild guess and just say that that's somebody that you would hook up with is probably
62.
That's crazy. We're not doing that.
He's like, I don't want a sugar mama. No.
but I'm thinking
not
that
right now.
that she's probably very mellow. I'm thinking that she's probably very,
like she's very much like me. So think of a female version of me.
Right.
Oh.
The yin to
Yeah.
your yang.
Exactly. So
Oh, okay. But that's the thing about dating is I guess that's my main question is, where do I go to find someone like me? I guess I'll say
Right.
I like Gabe put it. He got a female version of himself.
I think you should start going, like, since you do yoga in the mornings, I see, and it's hard to say this, but like, if you want a vibrant person who's not too young, start checking out the senior activities.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Not bingo, right? But
No, definitely not bingo.
Water aerobics.
yeah. But they. I mean, I've met several women who's like, oh, they're retired and they like going and doing some activities, and so they may be doing yoga. When we leave here tonight, we're going to stop by the VFW 511. Because the women go there, and so, those are all veterans, or not all. It's the VFW is veterans
of foreign wars.
Yeah, but lots of people come through there, and they are more advanced people.
Yes.
So I think that you could, my papa's debonair. You just need somebody to have conversations with. I remember me and you when you came when I was on the panel at the conversations. Mm-hmm. And on break, there was a lady there, and so I was like, "Oh, Dad!" So I went up to her and I said, "Okay, how you doing?" I said, I said, "Let me introduce you to my dad. You can have a conversation." And so, and she started telling him that her first husband died, and then her second husband died. By the time I walked away,
her son died, and Charlamagne was like, "You coming with me?"
Yeah, so I was like, "You got a lot going
That's
on."
a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, it was like there might be an accident in here. You need to.
Yeah, so I was like, but so I think going to the VFW, singing, it just and I realize as I'm advanced too, and I don't go to the teeny bopper. Yeah, I'm advanced too. I don't go to the teeny bopper places. Me and Kim, we go to mature places.
Y'all go to the old people's places.
Yeah,
see?
so I think that you're hanging out with us. That show.
Look to the OPP.
Yeah.
Old people places.
Old people places. Yeah. That,
Down with OPP.
Get down with OPP. You know me.
Look, so I think you will definitely change that. I know, because OPP was not good.
No.
Definitely was not. Other people's stuff. Yeah.
Other people's possessions.
That's the clean version.
Yeah.
But I think, yes, tonight, just going out, because I really feel like, you just be able to have some conversations, and that's really what it starts, right? Just having conversations, the get to know phase, back when I was dating.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
It was 90 days to get to know someone.
She couldn't even say that with a straight face. Kim,
do you have a
Kim,
is it 2 weeks?
You're recently You're recently non-dating.
2 weeks. She says 2 weeks, but honestly, they say you're okay. 2 weeks.
That's the Kim I know.
Right.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
But they say it truly does take 90
Kim said 2 weeks. I'm done with him.
To get to know somebody. So, audience, let us know. Does it take you? Y'all think it takes 90? Even if a job, it takes them 90 days to know your performance. I mean, this didn't come from nowhere. I think it's true. You give yourself, 3
Gabe,
months.
Did you have a 90-day evaluation period?
No. I did not. I have a bad habit of cutting people off quickly. I'm kind of like Kim with that. Like, you can show me who you are in about 2 weeks. I'm like, all right,
yeah,
got it.
Yeah. You're like, it just take 2 weeks. Yeah. So 90 days is generous.
90 days is generous.
It's pretty generous.
So we'll just say 90 days if you decide that you maybe like the person. We still got we still got grumbles.
When you take your 90-day evaluation, if you don't like them, you need to go.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing.
Mm-hmm. See.
Continue to stay there. Don't fix it out, trying to make it work out in a square and circle.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, come on, man. I like putting square pegs in round holes.
Yeah. It's a project. So what are so Dad, since we're talking about, the cutoffs, and they've talked about their cutoffs, what would make you cut a person off?
disrespect more than quickly. There was when I was staying over there at Misty Hollow, when I first got that efficiency over there on 360, there's this lady that I was kind of talking to asked me to. Now, if someone asks you to do something, it presupposes that they don't know how to do it, right? I mean,
Well, or they're being lazy, you know.
well, or okay, I mean, but
Yeah.
if you don't feel like doing it and you ask somebody to do it, then you should let them do it, right?
Right.
So this lady asked me to hook up her cable, and I'm over there on the back of the
That's what they
TV,
call it.
and no sooner than I start to,
Cable, I know,
I
right?
get, I
Cable.
get,
This
I was like, wait.
walk,
this
I-
story
y'all-
is dated.
let you rock.
Wait,
This
I walked right
story
into
is
that one, y'all.
dated.
I was like, that's what they call it.
Yes,
Cable.
I walked right into
That's
that.
what I was doing.
When was the last time you had cable? No.
Nah. Yeah, I know what was getting hooked up.
Did y'all have dial-up? It was dial-up too.
when-
Had a satellite dish.
when's the last time you had cable? That was a good one. But I'm at the back of the TV attaching the wire.
Oh, you was, never mind.
It was not an HDMI cord, y'all. No.
That's right. And all of a sudden I'm hearing, and you know, this is, you know, we seldom curse on this show, but for the sake of effect, I'm going to repeat her word for word. She was like, well, what the fuck you doing that for? And I was like, I'm kind of on my knees and, you know, with the wire in my hand in the back of the TV.
Cable wire. Mhm.
And
Right.
I stand up and I start walking towards the door. And she said, "Where you going?" Anywhere but here. And shut the door. And that was the last time, because I've been down that road. And just for anybody watching, just in general, if a relationship is really going to last, it's like Gabe. You look forward to seeing your lady, right? I mean, you look forward to seeing her, and when you see her, you got a smile on your face. And are we? Did we unplug? We unplugged.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Just today.
Oh, this.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
Oh, so now I can wave at y'all in the center now. But if a relationship is going to last, you have to be able to look forward to seeing them, and they have to be able to look forward to seeing you. And it's you have to be willing to cherish that person, because that's what keeps relationships special. And if I just become commonplace, where you see me and it's like, yeah, what's up? We're going on in here, but that's how they die. And that's what makes it easy to start cussing people out and disrespecting them, because they become commonplace to you. You know what I'm saying? So, you really, you have to really be willing to keep them special. And that's and how you view things is a choice.
Correct.
That's the other thing. How you view things is a choice. People. Well, you may know I didn't make you anything. I didn't put a gun to your head. I didn't make you anything. But how you view your life is a choice, and
Right.
how you view the things in your life is a choice.
That's right.
So choose to see me in a way that it's like, how did Walter Williams say it? Just as I am in, with every breath you breathe. But I mean, just.
Gabe didn't know that song, but he was like,
I'm rolling with you.
I'm rolling with you.
Gabe,
I'm here.
That was OJ. See, that's a little. That's for us advanced people. You know what I'm saying?
So then, okay,
Definitely.
so disrespect
advanced.
is one thing that you can't deal with. So what would be another thing? Does she have to cook?
That's funny. I think I had mentioned to y'all before that I definitely could count on two hands the times that Nora actually cooked for me. When she was at the house, she would lay there, and it's funny. She would actually lay there and almost kind of look at the watch out of the corner of her eye. He ain't fixed no breakfast yet, but and I can cook.
Yeah.
Now cooking is not. It's not like I love to cook. I love to get in it. No.
Yeah.
No. I love to eat. I don't necessarily love to cook.
Right.
But I can cook. And I would I fixed most of me and Nora's meals, most of them.
Right.
So cooking is not a deal breaker. I'll put it that
Right.
way.
Okay.
It's not a deal breaker. Being
What if she has? Could you handle a woman maybe who has young kids? She might, like some.
at my age, let's see. I didn't even say advanced. At my age, let's talk about how young.
Forget the advanced stuff. Like, let me just tell you what's really going on.
We ain't gonna be cute no more. We're gonna get to it. At my age, I would have to ask how young, because I think that you being
You enjoy your quiet time.
junior advanced,
Right. Yeah.
you have found that your patience starts to wane a little bit as you get older. Have you noticed that, Gabe? Your patience starts. Gabe ain't gonna admit that.
Yes, I have, very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kim ain't got no patience, so.
Yeah. Expect ass.
See, y'all notice, audience, you didn't hear no rebuttal when I said Kim ain't got no
Yeah.
patience. She sat over there
Right.
just.
Right. So no disrespect, and and she doesn't have to cook. You don't mind cooking, but if she did cook, that'd be all right. Kids, preferably.
Preferably
They're
grown and on their own.
kids, grown and on their own.
Yep.
Totally on your
Yes.
own. Not dependent.
Yep. If you live in, cause I went
Not
down.
sucking mammy's titty. No, I'm just, no.
Nah, facts.
Come here, mama.
Yeah.
Nah, that's sick. That's sick.
But I was with someone. You might remember her that babied her children.
It was before cable, y'all.
Well, we managed to get cable.
BC, not AD, BC, no. Before Christ, no.
But I mean, and I guess I'll just add the caveat that we as humans, and especially men, black men, really young black men, we need discipline. We might not want to accept it, but we need it. Mm-hmm. And I was with this woman who she was one of those, I'm not gonna let the system have my baby. So her baby would go out and commit crimes and do things but I'm not gonna let the system have my baby. Well, your baby didn't learn no lessons because you didn't teach him any, because every time he got in trouble, you went and got him out.
Pacified it, yeah.
So now your baby is a career criminal. He's a career he's a career felon.
Right.
Because he didn't ever learn any lessons. Mm-hmm. So the ones that got the 35 and 40-year-old sons that's using your address because they're getting out of jail and they need somewhere to go. I'm cool.
You gonna pass on that one? Okay.
I'm cool on that too.
So what about weight? 600 pounds.
Wait for what? What am I waiting for?
6, 5, 4, 3.
That was pretty good, huh, Kim?
Right, yeah, a weight preference.
Well, I mean, me
you want a
being
country woman. You want a.
country women.
Yeah, cities. Yeah.
So city slicker, I don't want no kind of slicker, But yeah, and I guess I do. I don't so much have a weight thing as I do a health thing. Mm-hmm. If you don't love yourself enough to take care of yourself, then it's hard for me to wrap my head around the logic that I'm supposed to love you more than you love you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
it's hard
fair.
for me to wrap my head around that logic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I guess in the whole scheme of things, I do. You can't waddle into the room. No, I hope I'm not offending anybody by saying that, but no, I mean personal preference.
Yeah. Gabe is dying over there.
It's just because I envisioned that when you said it. And I'm like, it's like, y'all seen Norbit?
Yeah.
That's what I envisioned in
Oh,
my head.
okay,
Yeah. Well, but no, but I mean, it's true. I mean, I think being healthy is one thing, and as long as you're healthy and taking care of yourself and you're maintaining yourself, everybody has a preference, and what's good for him is not going to be good for somebody
Right,
else.
and
So Now, so we got weight, we got kids, we got. So what about having their own place or having a job?
Well, how can I put this?
Well,
Yeah.
I know it's a given, but we're
Right.
just having.
Well, yeah. You got
Because
to.
somebody could be
You
retired.
got to have your own place. You know, we can look at combining. You know, as a matter of fact, even though we could have probably lived together, as you know, Nora had gotten her own place before she passed away, and that was so that she could. And I had to give her credit for that, but she wanted to spend time getting herself ready
Right.
to come to be with me. So, but yeah, you got to have your own place. You got to, you got to be. It's got to be us making this thing work. It can't be me making this thing work. It's got to be us making it work. And you don't. I mean, as long as you're earning your money legally, it don't really matter to me
don't
how
want a
you're
pen
getting it.
pal.
I don't have a problem with my woman making more money than me either. So let me make that
Right.
perfectly clear.
I know, right? She can make more money.
She can make more money. I'm not gonna get insecure. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be oh, you got all the money and now you think you got that money, great.
Right.
Because I like the money.
You like the money. You can make so she can make money and so last question. I didn't even think. What about race? I've never asked you that before.
I prefer my Nubian queens. Someone of another ethnicity is not.
I'm gonna tell you that if she can't use your comb, you shouldn't bring her home. I'm just teasing. No.
Say that a little louder. I didn't hear that.
I heard this a long time ago down in the country, and somebody said, if she can't use your comb, you can't bring her home. No, kid, I'm not trying to offend nobody. It was an old saying, But,
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's your preference is your preference.
Yeah. No, I have no problem with natural hairstyles. I have no problem. I'm not one of those. I want you to, however, whatever. As long as you are comfortable in your skin, that's the thing. You got to be whatever that is for you, because then I can decide whether it works for me. But you got to be comfortable in your skin for me to see that.
Right.
So,
and I like that you like natural hairstyles. You like wear your hair.
Yeah.
Again, be confident with who you are.
You got to be comfortable in your skin, for me to be comfortable in mine with you, and for us to be, So.
Okay. Did I miss anything, y'all?
No, I don't think you missed anything.
She can't be a felon.
She can't be a felon. No. I'm not. I'm not hiding nobody in my bomb shelter. So. So yeah, no, she. But a welcome back toast. Y'all, last week she played hooky, y'all.
Yeah.
She
Y'all, I really just don't even know what I was thinking. I was outside.
She was outside.
I was outside.
Sitting outside.
And they were like, "You on your way?" And I was like, "Where?" I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna make it. Have a good show." Well, have a good show.
Yeah. So, I see. It's time for us to get out of here, huh?
Yes.
So we don't gotta go home, but we going to the VFW.
We're going to that VFW. We got the next party.
Yeah,
So now I got all this list down. Kim, you got it down? The list.
Oh.
Yeah, the list. No, replay the video.
She gonna replay the
So
video.
if somebody walks up that doesn't match, you're gonna say, that's person. That's gonna be his
That's
bulldog
one thing
right
for sure.
there.
I'm gonna say Kim gonna be like, and why you standing here?
Next.
Where you think
Thank
you going?
next.
Yeah. So
Yes.
It is 8 o'clock on the wall, so we don't have to go home, but we definitely got to get the out of here.
Yep.
So Gabe, thank you for hanging out with us, bro.
Absolutely. Good to be here.
And until next week, same Factz time, same Factz channel. Remember, come back and see us, and we'll be here waiting on you.
Yeah.
And until then,
Love yourself so you can love somebody else.
there you go. See y'all next time.
Bye, y'all.
Hey, this is Charlie. This is JR. Host